Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome to fuck it. All right, here we go. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to my guide for the Hawkmoon Exotic quest. Now, there's a lot of places out there that have guides or explanations on how to get this exotic. It's very simple, very easy. There's one thing though that a lot of them have been missing that I've kind of like been trying to figure out because I didn't have access to the exotic right away myself because I haven't done all of the seasonal content yet. All right, and I wasn't understanding as to why the quest wasn't showing up right away. Apparently, and this is the part that people were glazing over just a little bit, you have to finish the seasonal activity up to a certain point. All right. Now, most people glazed over this and just said just finish the seasonal activity on the moon, and that's it. And then there was no explanation as to how far in you had to go or what you had to do. There also was some bugs with the cryptolith lore, which is a part of the seasonal activity, that was glitched out where it would leave your inventory. You had to come back here to the crow, aka Aldrin, to pick it back up. So make sure you do that. This location is here at the Tangled Shore. I'm going to show you on the screen here. So you just go to Thieves Landing and then you walk your behind over to Spider, and in the back corner you will find the crow. Okay. Again, make sure you finish the seasonal activity up to, and I want to say I did the Wrathborn hunt 3 times in a row. It took me 3 times if I'm not mistaken. I did the first one with the initial start of the quest, the second time, and then the third time is when the quest for the Hawkmoon showed up. So if any of you are having issues seeing that, that is the reason why. All right, moving on, we'll go through the rest of the steps for the quest as well. Okay, moving on. So as I said before, make sure that you have the cryptolith lore, which is this item right here, that you go pick up next to the crow, and do this activity 3 times. All right. If it shows up for you the second time, fine. If it shows up for you after the first try, fine. For me, it took 3 times to complete this activity for the quest to finally show up for me. All right. So all you have to do is either complete Gambit, Strikes, or Crucible matches, and then that's it. All right. For me, I found the most progress to get it done super quick was the Gambit matches. All right. So to start the quest, you go to Spider, you go into his, obviously you talk to him, you go into his options, and then he'll have the quest here. As the crow flies, it says Spider felt the presence in the lair and an ephemeral, whatever thing that was perhaps nothing more than a walking dream, but not all dreams are so ethereal. All right, might cut that out. Search outside Spider's lair for these feathers, and these feathers, you're gonna pick this quest up, and you're gonna have to go looking for a bunch of feathers. Okay, so the first location for the first feather is going to be right here outside of Spider's lair, the entrance. So when you come from the fast travel point, which is all the way over there, you drive yourself over here. So let me show you really quickly. Get on my sparrow. When you fast travel in, you land on the planet, you start here, and then you drive back to Spider. Ignore a big guy here. He's going to blow my car up. You run over to the entrance, and boom, first feather. Collect. Move on to the next. All right, the next feather is going to be on the EDZ. So where you're going to go is to your destination map here. Click on EDZ and then click on the sludge. And fast travel there, and I'm already here, so I don't have to do it. And then you're going to drive all the way over here. I'm going to take this way because you might have trouble climbing up a certain part of the map like I did for a second before I got here. Jump to right here, and you're going to jump up here. Also want to make note that the hints for the feathers, all right, at the bottom there under where it says find the second feather, if you read the hint, it kind of gives you a hint as to what the location is. It's kind of cryptic, but you got to figure that part out. But obviously the video here is to kind of just tell you where it is. So this is the second feather. All right, for the third feather, it says, in somewhere I know that's not helpful, it's a ruin on Earth. I think I'm flying and there's these broken towers and ships. I land on a broken concrete pillar and I see myself, but it's not me. I don't think it ever was. I'm saying words I've never said, and the Guardian is there. Yes, that one. All right, this is the third feather. It wants you to travel to the steps, and as soon as you get there, so you obviously, we're still on EDZ, or well, technically the Cosmodrome. All right, so you go to your map here, you go to the Cosmodrome, and then you fast travel to the steps. And as soon as you land in this pillar right here, just jump right up Boom. Your feather. On to number 4. All right. So for for feather number 4, it says, no, not Earth this time. I was home. It was those gates I had. I don't know. I sense a sense of dread. Vertigo set in, and I plummeted from the sky. I lost control of my wings. My heart hurt, ached, and I felt so much guilt and shame, regret. No, I don't remember anything else. Okay? So where you're going to have to go now is to the Dreaming City, which is located here off to the right of your screen. If you haven't visited this place, this big tower thingy here, you click on that, and then you're going to be able to fast travel to the only fast travel point on this planet, which is Devilian Mists. Okay, so I'm already here. And then you're going to drive from the starting point all the way up to these gates, entering into where you typically would start the last raid wish, as well as enter into the Blind Well public event. Okay, or public activity, whatever you want to call it. So you drive up here. Be mindful, there's going to be a lot of enemies from time to time, so just drive right past them. They're weak. And in this tiny little corner here is your goal. Okay, and last but not least, we have the final feather, which says, yes, again, it was the like coming full circle, flying through those claustrophobic corridors. I could hear their horrible howling in the distance, in the dark. It was just like when we were there, except I was alone. No one to save? I know. Glint, I know. The crow. Aha. All right. But this is the final flower. So you have to, for me, it just took us like a whole 30 minutes to figure this out, right? So you're going to go to the moon. All right. Easily. Just go to the moon, land next to where Eris is. So here at the sanctuary. And from the sanctuary, you're going to take this route here, going all the way over to get inside. And we're going to head towards the Shrine of Orcs. So just follow along with me here on the screen. I'm not going to leave you. It's going to take us a little bit here because it's a little bit of a walk. All right, so I want you to keep that in mind. But you're going to drive all the way over here. It's very, very simple, very easy. Okay. And this is actually where you start the seasonal mission from. So when you have to go rescue Osiris, this is the place you will start from. All right. So you're going to go down here. You're going to go into this door here. Just walk past everybody. Just ignore all the enemies. Walk you a little behind in here. And you're going to drop down this way to the entrance. I always get confused when I do that. All right, so we're going this way. Okay. Running down this corridor here. We're going to enter the Hall of Wisdom. And we're going to head to our left. And there's going to be a door that's open. Can easily be missed. Like I probably just missed it just now, I think. No, I didn't. We're going to run here. And I think around this corner here. Yep. And we're going to go this way. Again, stay to your left and you'll find this door. And we'll run all the way back. And this area is reminiscent of the area from D1. The strike where you had to go fight the dude Malak. All right. Also, huge shout out to the homie Math Assassin 218. Did I say that right? 218. For helping me out with this quest as well. Let me try to figure out where to go and then also help him just tell me where it is so I can tell you guys in this video. All right, so we're going to run through here. Again, skip all the enemies. Doesn't matter. Just ignore these guys. You can fight them if you want. If you got any bounties and stuff you need to get done, I suggest you get them done here. And we'll carry on. Running through here, jumping through. This is one of my favorite / non-favorite fights because the strike itself was fun, but then the boss was very annoying. So you're going to come into this chamber here, the final part of the chamber, again, Shrine of Orcs. And you're going to head all the way to the left here, and you're going to see the feather glowing in the dark here, and you're going to pick that up. So after you collect all 5 feathers, you're going to head back to the Tangle Shore, and you're going to go back to the Crow, aka Aldrin, and click on him to proceed in the quest. So this video is going to jump to this next part. So the next step is to follow the Crow's dreams, travel to the EDZ, and complete the mission Cry from Beyond. Okay, so after you pick up the quest from Aldrin, you're going to head over back to the EDZ and go back to the sludge here. Fast travel there, and you're going to drive over to this rock, and you're going to see this nice, translucent, clear, glowy crow to start the mission. So you do the mission, and you're going to make it to this final room where you're going to have to deal with a couple of ads. enjoy this fight. Enjoy this entire mission. It's a little bit of a lored up mission. Pretty sick. I guess we walk over toward the crow and accept our gift. So after finishing that mission, you get the next step. You have to return back to the crow and speak to him. But wait, there's more. This shit ain't over. Now the real fun begins. If you notice, this is a new feature that Bungie has added into their quest steps and bounties. Underneath where it says "Let loose thy talons," it says quest, and then over to the right it says step 3 of 10. You have 7 more objectives to get done on this bad boy before you can handle that thing in Crucible and PvE, wherever else you want to use it at. So for the first step here, we have, after returning to the crow and talking to him to get this step, we have generate orbs of power. All right, so strengthen the Hawkmoon by collecting and generating orbs of power. Obviously, you do this with any masterwork weapon that you have, and you just run around and kill things. So the next step of the quest is going to have you go to the EDZ at specific coordinates. Okay, so what you do is you go to your map here. Once you finish talking to the crow, you head over to the EDZ here, and you'll see the mission show up right here next to Devrim. All right, so it's not too far off, but it's right there. So I'll show you exactly where it is on the map. Okay. So you're going to load into the EDZ here, as you see on the screen, and then you're going to go all the way over here. We can get on our Sparrow if you want to. It's not that far. Okay, you're going to go to this apartment building right here. You're going to climb up to the 2nd floor up here. Or 3rd floor, if you will. And then there's the crow. And you can communicate with him.
Guardian, the coordinates the traveler sent us lead to the dam. It's overrun by Taken, but we're going deep inside. They're less active on those levels. I'll scout out the spots the Taken usually infest. Clear the path for you as best I can.
Do you come out here often, Crow?
Not as much since we met, but I used to when on assignment. It's quiet out here. No one to bother me. Or for me to bother.
All right. After you talk to the crow, you're going to proceed where I just went to and go through this door, and you'll be at the dam. And you're going to start collecting feathers again, and you're just going to follow along. All right, so you just jump through here, go forward, collect the feather, and dialogue is going to proceed as well.
Both exists and doesn't exist. It's a manifestation of potential energy, the choice between action and inaction.
Keep an eye out for Taken. That's exactly the sort of thing Savathun would love to get her spindly little hands on.
All right, make sure you cross that rail right there, okay? I know I made it look scary, but you can definitely walk across that. You don't have to try to jump.
Not to worry you or anything, but there's definitely something going on here.
What he means is that we've picked up numerous paracausal readings throughout the dam. And
There's that word again, paracausal.
We'll handle Savathun's Taken, but the other energy signatures are closer to you. Can you look into it?
So we're gonna proceed as normal. And this part, you're just going through and clearing out enemies until you get to every feather, so every room. So I'm gonna speed it up, and I'll meet you at the end every time we get close to another feather. So this is the 2nd feather. So we're just gonna collect that here, and then I'm gonna fight these enemies and go on.
Don't mind the mess. Glint's a terrible maid. This is just where I come to.
All right, for this fight, you're gonna have to kill these little guys and then pick up these orbs and throw them at that boss to break the shield. And then once you do that, just go to Pound Town on them. All right, there's a feather right there on the floor. Don't be afraid to die either. All right, this section where I climbed up to get to the crow's room, I actually kind of skipped one, so it's actually below. So don't forget to go back and grab that one. All right. Now I finished this part, so now I got to go back to the crow. So for this next step, you have to defeat champions or defeat guardians in the Gambit and Crucible matches. So after you get all those 5 feathers again, you go back to the crow, aka Aldrin, and you get this step. And you got to defeat champions or guardians. Damn it. I'll see you in a minute.
3 hours later.
Okay. After you've done that step, and it's a long step, you're going to return back to the EDZ, and you're going to go find that bird again at the same rock that you did the first time. So instead of him being down at the bottom here, he's now going to be at the top to start the next part of this, the quest. All right, so you're going to load into the mission, and you're just going to do as you follow, and there's going to be dialogue and things as you go along. So enjoy the story. The waypoint will get stuck, but it is a completely different route than the first time you came in here. So instead of you following that same exact path, you have to get to this platform, and I'm trying to figure out how to get back to it as we speak so I can show you guys the way to go. Let me try to... Don't be rough. Okay. So you're going to come in from a platform higher up, and you're going to want to go over here up this way instead of down this way. So this is the difference between the first time you come in here and the second. The first time you come in, you're going to be going down this route. The second time you come in, you're going to be going up onto this pipeline right here. All right, so you're going to follow the path that I just showed you on the screen, and then once you are done with that, you'll come into the room here with a shard. It's going to be filled like covered with a taken blight, and you're going to have to defeat enemies that have a shield, just like when we were going for the second set of 5 feathers. Okay, so just fight the enemies as usual, kill the little guys to drop the orbs, and then use the orbs to take down the shields. Once you do that for all the enemies, it will get rid of the blight, and you will be able to commune with the traveler and pick up Le Hawkmoon. Psych. And finally, after defeating that boss, you will be given the Hawkmoon. After your long, hard trials and tribulations, that's it. You now are the proud owner of the new exotic Hawkmoon, which has transformative. Future drops of this weapon will have random rolls whenever that may be. But it also has smooth grip, alloy magazine, and corkscrew rifling, along with the intrinsic trait. The final blow and precision hits with Hawkmoon grant stacks of paracausal charge. The final round in the magazine deals bonus damage based on the number of stacks, and stowing Hawkmoon on the final round removes the bonus. So there you have it. 8-round, 140 round per minute hand cannon Hawkmoon. All right, that's gonna do it for me in this guide. I hope it helped you guys tremendously. It was fun to make, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.